and welcome to Matchday 35 for this afternoon of PremierLiga action. It's not long left of the PremierLiga season to go, as we've got at least now 4 games will be free after this matchday. But these are the 2 matches will be featured mainly here for Matchday 35. We are going to start at the Stamford Bridge as Chester Blue Tigers will play at home to South Coast. And also the second match will be on the cards as well in Catalan City, as Parantos are trying to look for a potential qualification quite early on to the UEFA Champions League for next season, as they've got in front of them is Red Bull Tomato. They'll both meet each other in a couple of weeks from now in that cup final. And now let's talk first about this game here right now. First, Chester Blue Tigers and South Coast Rangers. And Gary, tell us your thoughts on this matchup today, because we know Chester Blue Tigers have not really had a very good season. They're 10th in the league. They're not likely to probably qualify for European competitions unless they actually win the Conference League against Parantos in that final on the 12th of December. But what do you take from it now for Chester now for the last 4 remaining games of the season? Well, I think Chester Blue Tigers, first and foremost, congratulations to them to now progress into the Conference League final when they've beaten, of course, Savetti in that final during Wednesday. But for now, they've got a chance to actually, carry on winning games. You've got to carry on winning matches despite where you are in the position of the table, and also you've got a cup final to play for after when the league ends. You've still got to really put 100% in, because they could still end up finishing 7th and 6th by the end of the season, despite on the teams above them might slip up. So they're still in the bandwagon though, Gary, to still, qualify for some European football for next season. Maybe not the Champions League, likely so, but again, they've got a chance to, so hopefully they can do that here against South Coast. Thank you there, Gary. And let's get to the match here at Stamford Bridge. It's Chester, as they will be hosting here South Coast Rangers. Let's get to the game. And here we go. The match is live right now here at Stamford Bridge. It's Chester Blue Tigers, as they will be hosting here against South Coast Rangers. A very big game here on the cards right here, right now, today, this afternoon. In a rainy day in the city of Chester, and the Chester Blue Tigers have got a hope, maybe, they could actually win here against South Coast and actually get 3 points out of South Coast. So there's a chance for them. They did well, obviously, during the week to knock out Savetti out of the Conference League semi-finals. They're in the final to take on Parantos on the 12th of December in the next, month from now. They've got a good team with Royce and Mane and Salah, with Minamino, Mateus, Eriksson, with Bellerin, Torres, Terry, Nelson and Leno. But also for the opposition, for South Coast, we have here is going to be Trezeguet, Perez, Poulsen, Oxil, Sissoko, Solskjaer, with Pavard, Nicholson, Desai and Digna, and also goalkeeper is Susan in goal. So here we go. Let's get to the coverage right now for the game. Right now, here, it's Chester versus South Coast. And now Hector Bellerin. And Eriksson. And now is Sadio Mane. And now cross into the box here. Good defending. Now Trezeguet. And now is Perez. On the attack here now. Oh, going for a shot. Oh, right into the hands of the keeper. And now back to South Coast again here. They're looking to get a goal here, South Coast here. Really trying here. Good pass there to Sadio Mane. And now to here, Mateus. And now here's to Royce. And now, good defending. Now good ball there, back to South Coast again. And now, back now to Royce. On the attack here. And a goal to make it 1-0. And it's a goal scored from Marco Royce. And that's a great goal for the German. And he puts them in front here against South Coast Rangers. There's a great start to the game here for South Coast to actually not do well themselves, because Chester are in the lead they've got themselves into. And I've got to say, that's not looking good. We know we've got another 3 more games after this, by the way, in the PremierLiga. They want to win most of the games, be consistent, hopefully, to maybe qualify for European push. We know they're 10th currently in the table stands, and things are not looking good for Chester, however. They've got obviously up to 55 points. It'll be 59 today if they actually win. And now Matthias now passed there to Mane. And now here's now to Magnussen. Now all the way now to Poulsen now. Now to Trezeguet. Oh, good defending. No, Poulsen. Oh, he's looking for a goal here. Now Poulsen on the ball back here for a shot. Save there from the German Leno. Great save from him. And now Minamino wins the ball back here for Chester. Now here's Matthias. And Matthias now knocks it all the way to Sadio Mane. Looking for a goal here. And it's 2-0. 2-0 already. And Chester extends the lead here to make it 2-0 over South Coast. Great goal was scored into the ball, right into past the goalkeeper. And I've got to say, good pass. Knocks it all the way. And then right past the goalkeeper, Silsen. And it's now 2-0. So 2-0 right now in the match. Now Magnussen. And now is Trezeguet. Now Perez. Poulsen. Goal! And they're back in it now, South Coast. They're back in it. And they've got a goal back in the match here. In a rainy, poury day here in the city, here in Chester. And South Coast got a goal back. This could be something, maybe. Could be for South Coast. Now Trezeguet knocked it right there to Poulsen. Poulsen right there, scored it right past the goalkeeper. There's a goal to make it at least now 1 goal back for South Coast in the game. Good ball, knocked it with his left foot, weak foot as well. And that's a goal back here for South Coast. So it's here 2-1. Now Torres. Bellerin. Now is Digna. Now Desai. And now here's now to Sissoko. Now Oxil. And now Solskjaer. Okay, that's going to be now a goal kick. Now, oh, big goal kick all the way. Now Eriksson. Mane. Minamino. Okay, that's back now to Oxil right now. And now pass it back here. Now Solskjaer. That is going to be back for half time. And the score at half time is Chester Blue Tigers 2, South Coast 1. And they hold up the lead here by 2-1. And we're back here now for the second half. And here we go in the game here. Solskjaer comes off and Renato Sanchez comes on. So Noah Solskjaer comes off the pitch. The son of the former Manchester United manager and player Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And now here's Salah. Lost it now back to Renato Sanchez. And that's South Coast. We've not really spoke much about them in the game. They might be losing here today, but we all know that they've got a chance to actually now finish in that mid-table position, around 11th position in the league. Not really push on towards that. They're all a mid-card team now, South Coast. They're not a team who will compete, but they've had a very average season they've had. But to end it off with a top 11th position finish will be massive, it will be. And there's a free kick here for a shot, and right into the hand of Bert Leno. Right in the hand of Bert Leno. And all the way. Now to Bellerin. Now here's Sadio Mane. Salah. Royce. Goal! 3-1. 3-1. And there's a great goal score from the German himself. Pass there from Mane right there. Now to Salah. All the way to Royce. 3-1 to Chester. Now Magnussen. Now Renato Sanchez. And now here's Trezeguet now. Okay, that's going to be now a free kick. So free kick's going to be given. So here you are. Perez goes for a free kick shot. A save right there to the goalkeeper. Great hands to it there from Leno. And now here's Perez. And now Trezeguet. Now is Eriksson. Now lost it back now. Now to Matthias. Now is Royce. Going for a shot, but it's going to be wide. Good ball. Pass all the way to Royce. Going for a shot with his laces. It's going to be a goal kick here for South Coast here. Now big boot all the way. Now to Farino. And now all the way to Lucas Perez. Well, all the way maybe. Right in the hands of the keeper. And now here's to Desai. Now to Trezeguet. And now all the way now. No. Now, oh no. Now, no. Now Dignia. Got at least now 10 minutes left to go left of the game. In the match. Now is Royce. And now to here. On to Mane. Oh! It's bouncing towards the goal. Good clearance there for the defending there from South Coast. And now Desai now. Clears it away here for South Coast. Now Perez. Now Sanchez. We've got now 3 minutes left for the clock remaining to go here. And Chesco are hoping to win the game. Likely to be. And the whistle's going to blow any second now. And it is all over at Tatford Bridge. And Chesico have got themselves 3 goals and 3 points. And that's a good goal right there for Royce and also for Mane to end the game 3-1. Yeah, what a result it was here for Chesico Blue Tigers. Won here by 3 goals to 1. Any thoughts on the result today there, Gary, on how the way these two teams played, especially Chesico Blue Tigers from Royce and Mane? Yeah, great game, I've got to say. Great football from, you know, Mane and also Royce, the goal scorers in the matchup. I know that Chesico have got 3 more games left of the season to go. If they've got any chance on trying to like go towards that top 4, maybe not likely so, but a potential Europa League push is something they want to go for John Lewis's team. But they're quite happy that they're in the final of the Conference League. You know, alright, obviously they did actually win here today as well as another bonus to them. To actually go through on Wednesday to the final and win today is big. And they've got another game to play during the week, the 2 midweek games, until they go to Sunday's last game of the season next weekend. So there's going to be a lot of vital opportunities it's going to be for them to hopefully win their next 3 remaining games if they've got any chances on maybe European positions to qualify rather than win it in the final itself. Cheers there, Gary. Now let's get straight now to the next matchup here. Live at Catland is going to be Parantos as they will host here against Red Bull Tomato. Let's get to the game. And here we go. Let's get right here to this matchup. The second game featured is Red Bull Tomato and Parantos. These two will meet each other again in a couple of weeks from now in the cup final of the RFA Kings Cup Trophy, because we know that last weekend Red Bull Tomato did qualify and beat Padres in that semi-finals, while on the other hand for Parantos, however, they went away from home and knocked out Chesico out of the cup last week. But right now inside the pitch we have these two teams are lined up here for this cup semi-finals, and I really cannot wait for it. We have obviously here Parantos' team. We've got Haaland, Williams, Cliff, Ronaldinho, Kaka, Savic, Smith as well, the Smith brothers with Sakia, Partey and Akafi. They line up here for Parantos. But as of the Red Bull Tomato, they've got here up front is Van Persie, Isaac, Robin, Young, Witzel, Draxler, Yamat, Wilson, Vertonghen, Sibican, and also David Seaman in goal for Red Bull Tomato. Although Red Bull Tomato really chasing that European dream, even maybe winning the cup final over Parantos in a couple of weeks, so that could actually happen. But as of for Parantos, however, their hopefully now is to win today and go one step closer to qualify for the first time in their football club's history, the Champions League. Never ever done that as a football club before. They've qualified for the Europa League and Conference, but meanwhile here, Haaland's through, and a goal is scored, and it's 1-0 already in the first 5 minutes into the game. They've got themselves a goal, and it's now 1-0 in the game. Erling Haaland really went through, beats past the goalkeeper, David Seaman, and now it is 1-0 to Parantos in the game. Great goal scored, great composure right there from Haaland, and he beats the keeper very easily right there, and now it is a goal to make it 1-0. Yeah, very good to see right there from him, and it is now obviously 1-0 to Parantos in the game. In the matchup here now, wait a second, good tackle there from Kaka. And now, there you go. And now, throwing here from to Young. Okay, now here's... Okay, good defending right there from Greg Smith. I'm throwing right now from Smith, now to Witsel. And now Haaland. Oh my god, Haaland's trying to... Wilson now pass it back to Seaman. Now, Seaman trying to get it out quick as possible before Haaland might get the ball there. Now, Red Bull got the ball here now. Not looking good for them. They are obviously losing the game. But who cares, really? They can get back in it. It's still a long way to go left the game. They might have conceded, obviously, a goal, but you never know. You've got to give a bit of confidence, of course, to try and get back up again. That's what Red Bull need to do. And now, meanwhile, here could be a goal chance here from Kaka. And good defending right there from Red Bull to me. So, and speaking about Parantos, however, them going through in the European semi-finals during the week. Beat Chelsea, they did at Wembley. And they've got 2 major finals to play in at the end of the season. They might qualify in the Champions League as a bonus under Brian Clough's management role for Parantos, however. Number 2, he might win the RFA Kings Cup trophy to Red Bull to me, so maybe so. And also, chance from Isaac. And then also number 2, however, is to maybe win a European trophy that could happen also if they beat Chesico in the UEFA Conference League final, obviously a couple of days after the RFA Kings Cup trophy final. And now goal kick. And now header there from Red Bull now. Now pass back to Seaman. Now Seaman now clears it away. Now Kaka. Now is Van Persie now. On the attack here now. Mo, we lost it. I think Red Bull to me, so them getting themselves into the RFA Kings Cup trophy might even open doors for them potentially for a European Cup position. They are currently in 9th position in the league, and they are outside the European places, but they got dig deep. They've got to in these last 4 remaining games. It still matters for Red Bull if they want to qualify in those major European stages for next season, maybe a Europa League or Conference League push. But meanwhile, here now is Robert Cliff, and now now to Devon Williams now on the attack here now. Going for a shot, and it's obviously went wide. Very close. Very, very close. And it's obviously gone wide right there, and it's going to be a goal kick. Goal kick right there. Nearly half time, nearly at the break. Nearly half time. And now Young wins the ball. Okay, that's going to be half time here at the break here at the Allianz Stadium. As it's Parantos 1, Red Bull Tomato 0. And here we go, second half is played. And this is going to be something massive. It's going to be the game here if Parantos actually can somehow win today. Because they'll be more closer for a potential point qualification into the Champions League. They are currently 3rd in the league. They've been quite good throughout the whole season, Parantos, however. They've got to really carry on that consistency, obviously, going into the end of the season. And now back to Isaac here. Isaac's on the ball here. Pass it through. Oh, trying to pass it to his teammate Van Persie. I think he's in an offside position, he probably was. But a goal kick anyways here for Red Bull Tomato. Big boot right there now. Header. And now pass it right there now to Simakan. Now to Robin. Now Isaac now on the ball. Into the box. Shot. Save. Oh, another shot. Save again now. Oh, very close. The header. was trying to get it away from us, however. A nice couple shots there from Red Bull Tomato, but great saves there from, obviously, Akafif. Made 2 saves, rebounds, saves are absolutely fantastic as well for him. And obviously the ball went out of play. Touched the contact last from Red Bull Tomato. Goal kick here for Prenos, however. Wonder why he's also one of the best goalkeepers of the league here is Akafif for Prenos this season. He's had a very good year he's had. And meanwhile, pass it here now to Van Persie. And a goal to make it 1-1. And now Red Bull Tomato are finally level in the game. And away from home as well is something. And it's Van Persie on the score sheet. He's had a very good season so far for Red Bull Tomato. Ever since when Red Bull took over the Tomatoes club, they've been absolutely fantastic in terms of their obviously chances on pushing towards those top positions in the league. And that goal right there is crucial if they want to do that for any European competitions potentially this season or a cup final. And it is 1-1 at the moment here in this league game here, in the game here between Prenos and Red Bull Tomato. Both will meet each other once again in a couple of weeks for the cup final at the Soccer City Stadium in Georgetown. But as of right now, Red Bull Tomato need to really use this game as a practice before they play them again in a couple of weeks from now in a major cup final. And now here's now to Jordi Yamat. Now Williams. Now is Rio Wilson. Now here's now to Axel Witsel. Knocks it all the way now to Isaac with the ball. Could be a chance. Okay, no. Wasn't to be. Pass there to Williams. And now again to Ronaldinho. And now here's to Robin. Now all the way to Isaac now. Isaac's through. And it's another goal for Red Bull. Red Bull gives you wings. And they've definitely certainly got themselves wings right there from that goal right there from Isaac. He placed it into that bottom corner to make it 2-1 to Red Bull Tomato. Great pass all the way to Isaac. Trying to beat past the keeper. And he does. And it is now 2-1. And finally, they're in front in the game. Great pass there from Robin. All the way there to Isaac. Placed it into the bottom corner. And now it's 2-1 to Red Bull Tomato in the match. And a substitution has been made here. Donny van der Beek and Kubu will come on. And coming off will be Robert Cliff and Kaka. Disappointing, they actually slipped off that result. They were leading early on the match from Erling Haaland. And they've conceded 2 goals at the end of the game almost. To them to lose here against a team they've got to play in a couple of weeks from now in that cup final they've got to play in. And it's the biggest for both clubs because both teams have not won a domestic trophy in their club's history. So it'll be massive, it will be for any of the 2 teams between Red Bull and Parantos themselves. And now here's now to Young. Now Van Persie. Now again to Isaac. Now all the way now to Robin. Into the box. Cross into the box here. Header. Oh, could have been. Very close. A great chance it was there. But went wide. And he's going to take the goal kick here. Akafif. And the whistle blows here for full time. They have gifted themselves 3 points here. Right here at the Allianz Stadium. A great victory right there for Red Bull. As it ends here 2-1. What a spontaneous victory right there for Red Bull Tomato. And they won against a team they'll be up against a couple of weeks from now in the RFA Kings Cup final. And can they do that in the final also against Prenos? Not just today, but also in the final also to win their first ever domestic trophy. Well, you never say never with Red Bull Tomato. You know, they've done quite well today to come back from losing 1-0 at half time. And I think the manager, Charlie Taylor's pretty much told the players, we have to be a lot better and sharper in the second half if we've got any chance on getting a result here today. Not just they got a cut on a couple of weeks from now, but also they got a chance on qualifying automatically in the European places because they've got 3 games left of the season to do so. But today, I think they'll be very proud themselves to come here and get 3 points over Parantos is a big one for Red Bull Tomato. And they've got a hope now on Tuesday and Thursday and next Sunday they can compete that all the way till then if they got a chance on qualifying themselves into those European places at the end of the season. Thanks there, Gary. Let's go now to the game highlights for all the other 8 coverage of actions here across the PremierLiga for Matchday 35. It's a must-win result here for Cobham Town to actually win the game here against Inter Taloga, because if they don't win today against Inter Taloga, then they'll be automatically relegated back to Division 1 where they came from promotion from last season. But almost a chance there from Kylian Mbappe to almost make it 1-0, but went wide for a goal kick here for Cobham. And then, however, Inter Taloga got himself a goal in the matchup as Anton Griezmann got the ball all the way to Lisandro Martinez, and finally Taloga got themselves in the lead, and they are going in big trouble now for Cobham Town, as this defeat right here will cause relegation back to Division 1 for next season again, as they only had one season in the top division of the PremierLiga since they were promoted from last season. And again, almost a chance from David Beckham to actually got himself a chance to score, but then gave the ball to Griezmann. Then Griezmann passed to Anthony, and he was in offside position as the referee put his flag up, as Anthony was in a really ball hog position there for an offside. And meanwhile, here in the second half, Taloga got themselves the second goal in the matchup from Kylian Mbappe, strikes it past the goalkeeper Mark Green to make it 2-0 to Inter Taloga right there. What a strike there for the French forward, as he strikes past the goalkeeper to make it 2-0 to Inter Taloga in the match. And then another goal was scored by Lisandro Martinez for the second time. Not like Lisandro Martinez to score 2 goals in the matchup, and he did, to hopefully kill off Cobham Town's hope of survival of PremierLiga campaign for next season, as that goal right there probably send Cobham Town straight down to Division 1 next season. It's all confirmed. Cobham Town's 1-year status in the PremierLiga comes to an end. What a fairy tale of a season they've had to get themselves promoted in the first place in the PremierLiga, but it all came down to an end for Ralph Walker's team as they're back down to Division 1. In the first 8 minutes into the matchup, Georgians have got themselves in the lead as Thomas Hersey strikes past Kasper Schmeichel, and it's 1-0 to City in the game. A great turn, what a strike as well from Hersey, and now it's 1-0 to Georgington City in the game. However, Paulsburg United got themselves hope, they did, and they got themselves a goal over Georgington City, the famous Georgington City, as Ben Jones beats past the goalkeeper to Ter Stegen to make it 1-1, and the Paulsburg fans are going mental here as they've got that goal right there to make it 1-1, and can they hope to hang on now until the end of the matchup? Poor defending right there from Cellini and Aurier, no communication one bit. Wonder why they're struggling to try and get into those European places this season, as they are drifting out from that. And that goal right there from Ben Jones, that's hope right there for a chance of safety in the PremierLiga for next season. And Georgian City's European hopes are slipping and fading away as they drew against Paulsburg United. Have to get something here today as well if they've got any chance on safety down the bottom end of the table of the PremierLiga. Despite the Red Devils drop points over Addis a couple of weeks ago in that title race, they got themselves a goal against Grasshoppers to keep themselves still alive in the potential title race. Not probably likely to happen, but that goal right there from a bicycle kick from Usain Bolt may keep them involved in it, depends on the Addis' result. Great cross from Cristiano Ronaldo though, the man will be leading the club at the end of the season, to a bicycle kick right there goal from Bolt to make it 1-0 to the Red Devils in the first 6 minutes into the game. And then Cristiano Ronaldo got himself on the score sheet. We know that he's leaving at the end of the season. His last game will be in a couple of weeks from now. But he got himself a goal right here as David Ospina tried to save it, but unfortunately it wasn't to be, as Ronaldo's powerful left foot makes it 2 for the Red Devils. Great victory and 2 goals for the Red Devils here today, and 3 points for them here as the game ends here by 2-0 over Grasshoppers. Then obviously Hassanfield Terriers from Haterball cross the ball into the box, right to the head of Jericho to make it 1-0 to Hassanfield Terriers there. And there's a great goal right there from Christian Jericho to place it into that bottom corner to make it 1-0 to Hassanfield Terriers. And Hassanfield Terriers, however, got himself a goal in the matchup as Speed really paced on Hassanfield Terriers' defence. And he's so exciting and charismatic, and he got himself the sue to dedicate that goal to Cristiano Ronaldo himself. And that is now 1-1. The relegation threaters Hashtag got themselves a second goal to make it 2-1 to put themselves in the lead as Speed passed ball there to Jeremy Lynch to sweaty it, and that's a great goal for Jeremy Lynch to put Hashtag in front to make it 2-1. That victory was absolutely important for Hashtag and I've got any chances on being safe for next season for a third spell in the PremierLiga as it ends here today 2-1. A huge congratulations for Goldfield to qualify during the week over against Spurs to qualify themselves in the final of the Champions League to take on Bayern Munich. But right now, Tino Werner plays the ball into the bottom corner to put Goldfield in the lead early on in the matchup to make it 1-0. And things are looking good for Goldfield. The things are going greener for them so far by the end of the season. And the European finals around the corner. And that goal right there gives a little confidence for Goldfield also in the league, try and get in that top 4 by the end of the season. But just before half time, Los Andres got a long range free kick from long range from Hulk. He smashed it into that top corner to put Los Andres level in the game here against Goldfield. What a strike of him with his left foot. Beats past the goalkeeper with that extreme shot he had. And now Los Andres are level to make it 1-1. Then Los Andres, however, made it 2-1 in the matchup as actually Falcao passed ball bad mistaken there to Alan Shearer and he whacked it in past the goalkeeper Jan Oblak. And that was terrible mistakes from Goldfield right there to put Los Andres in the lead, as Ruhulit's side are definitely being comfortable now of safety this season since he took over in October. And maybe that European Champions League final hangover has probably got to Goldfield right now as it's 2-1 to Los Andres. And the match ends here right now here at the Goldfield Park Stadium. Disappointing defeat for Goldfield, but as for Los Andres, they won here by 2-1. Since Adders have got the advantage over the Red Devils for that title for the end of the season in 3 games time, Adders got himself a goal to make it 1-0 against Los Andres Pompey as Luis Suarez takes it before half time. A great pass through the goalkeeper Taylor, and now it's 1-0 to Adders Gunners here at the Gunner Park Stadium. And that win right there will be only a point away from potentially lifting the PremierLiga title for the first time since 2016. There wasn't much really in it for Adders Gunners after they scored that goal from Suarez in the first half, as there was nothing to play for in the second half, and Adders are now 1 more point away from becoming PremierLiga champions of 2023 if they win at home on Tuesday against South Coast Rangers. And Wilfred Boney puts Sporting St Lake in the lead and strikes it past Hugo Lloris as the Ivory Coast forward beats past him, as now it's 1-0 to Sporting St Lake. And then Padres Impa got himself a goal back in the matchup. And it was Lacazette who knocked it to Eric Cantona. As Cantona's 1v1 to the keeper. Had his shot, rebounding back to Cantona again. And it went into the net. As nothing can defeat Cantona up front. And he puts it into the back of the net from a header. From a save was denied. went back to Cantona again, headed it in, and it's now 1-1, and Padres are level in the game. In the second half, however, Padres Impact got themselves a second goal of the match, as Lacazette this time around placed it past Bill Hilton, as now Padres lead here by 2-1. There's a foul committed there by Kaya, the defender for Padres, and a referee points to a free kick outside the box, and their 2-1 lead could be ruined here, as Sporting San Lake have got themselves a free kick in a very dangerous position in the game. And that foul right there to Wilfred Boney there from Kaya, that's a warning from him, and the referee gives a free kick. And then Berghaus takes a free kick and puts it in past Hugo Lloris. And what a brilliant free kick from Steven Berghaus, the Dutch midfielder, as now it's 2-2 in this game here, and you can't split these two now, as Sporting San Lake are giving it a heck of a go this match. A massive blow for Padres Impact, as they got a chance to go into the top 4 after when Goldfield lost 2-1 today. Instead, they drew 2-2. The team in the relegation zone in 19th place, Iceberg Forest. Not very good season so far for them back in the PremierLiga, as they got 3 games to save themselves. But unfortunately, that could have went in there for Mkhitaryan there to put into the corner of the goal. But luckily, it's gone wide for a goal kick, as it's still 0-0 here at the Forest Stadium. A huge chance for Wales to get themselves in front of the match, as Vieira had a shot, but actually it was a foul committed just before that from Sergio Aguero from Jorgensen, who didn't have the ball, those two, and it looks like that the referee's giving the free kick here for Waynord in the match. And it was Jorgensen fouled Aguero when he tried to pass it to Vieira, and then it was a free kick. Luka Modric took the free kick, and bang, right to the top corner, and Martin de Braca couldn't do nothing about it, and it's now 1-0 to Waynord in the matchup here, and that's a big goal right there from Luka Modric, right in that top corner. And then meanwhile, however, Waynord got themselves a chance to go 2 goals in front, and they almost did. Had a shot there from Mkhitaryan, but that got skipped wide, and now it's now 2-2. There was a great pass there to Mkhitaryan. It was Mkhitaryan's 1v1 there to the goalkeeper Martin de Braca, and it is now 2-0 to Waynord at the second half. What a start to the second half there, and the Iranian midfielder puts it past the goalkeeper there of Martin de Braca, and a pouring down of rain here in the city of Iceberg, and now it's 2-0 to Waynord here. Great goal there. A big, healthy 3 points for Waynord. That puts Waynord now in the top 4 of the Champions League places after that victory here today against the strugglers Iceberg, as it ends here 2-0. The official results for Matchday 35 of the PremierLiga. Inter 3, Cobham Town 0. Portsburg United 1, Georgington City 1. The Georgington Red Devils 2, Grasshoppers United 0. Hassenfield Terriers 1, Hashtag United 2, Goldfield Boys United 1, Los Andreas 2, Addis Gunners 1, Los Andreas Pompey 0, Sporting San Lake 2, Padres Impact 2, Parantos 1, Red Bulls Mito 2, Chesco Blue Tigers 3, South Coast Rangers 1, Iceberg Forest 0, Waynord 2. And now the PremierLiga table as it stands, the top half of the table. At the top of the table is Addis, on top of the league with 86 points, and they've got to get at least now 1 point away now to be crowned Premier League champions of 2023. Just they only need now 1 more point to go if they got to do so. The Red Devils, however, are second with 78 points. In third, we have his Parantos with 69 points. And climbing up to fourth, we have his Waynord with 65 points. In fifth position, dropping into the Europa League spot, is Goldfield with 64. And in sixth position, we have his Padres Impact with 64. And in 7th position, we have his Inter with 64 points. In 8th position, we have his Red Bulls Mito with 62 points. In 9th position, dropping down the table now with 60 points is Georgington City, and 10th position we have is at the top of the table is Chester Blue Tigers with 59 points. In 11th position we have a Sporting St Lake with 41 points. In 12th place is South Coast Rangers with 41 points. In 13th position with 40 points is Los Andreas. In 14th place is Grasshoppers United with 34 points. In 15th place was Hassonfield Terriers with 30 points. In 16th place, climbing up from the relegation playoffs up to 16th, the highest position they've been for the first time from the majority of the season, is Hashtag United with 27 points. In 17th position, dropping down the table, is Portsburg United with 26. And in the 18th position, in the relegation playoff position, is Los Andreas Pompey with 26 points. In 19th place in the automatic relegation drop with Iceberg Forest with 22. And sadly today, it's all been confirmed for Cobham Town's fate, as they'll be heading back down to Division 1 after one season in the top division of the PremierLiga, and they'll be heading down as today they got confirmed as relegated. The first team in this campaign have confirmed relegation after losing here today in the Taloga by 3-0. And now we'll be heading to the last 3 remaining games left of the PremierLiga season on Tuesday. Georgington City versus Inter Taloga. Adders Gunners, could they become PremierLiga champions if they win against South Coast Rangers on Tuesday night? The game highlights: Goldfield Boys United versus Padres, Parantos versus Cobham Town, Warenor versus Hassonfield Terriers, Grasshoppers versus Iceberg Forest, the Georgington Red Devils versus Los Andreas, and also we have is Hashtag United versus Los Andreas Pompey, and Chester Blue Tigers versus Portsburg United, and also we have is going to be Red Bull Tomato versus Sporting St Lake. That's all we have time for here today for Matchday 35 of the PremierLiga, and we'll see you on Tuesday night. And could Adders become the 2020-23's PremierLiga champions if they win against South Coast on that day? It's all to play for on Tuesday night for Adders Gunners. Can they beat them to win the title for this whole campaign of the last 10 months of all the hard work they put into this season? It could happen for David Wagner's side come Tuesday. But that's all we have time for here. From myself here today, Gary Walker, and my fellow pundit, Gary Hopper. And we'll see you on Tuesday.